Joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. This is where the grind of the season really starts to add up, Smitty. How do you tough it out in the late season?
You gotta be resilient, BA. The season will do everything it can to wear you down. And it's on you not to let that happen.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Ivy is the off guard, and Bay the small forward. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Cunningham in at the point. And for Toronto, Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. And it's Siakam in at the center position. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Van Vliet against Cunningham. Back to Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Puts it up from 12. That one doesn't drop. And Detroit will go the other way with it. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
And so here is Toronto. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Van Vliet, the pass to Trent. The rebound by Bogdanovic. Stewart against Siakam. Here's Cunningham. That one a little long. Pulls up on the wing. And Barnes the bucket on the assist by Van Vliet.
I like how Fred Van Vliet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
Pass to Stewart. Shoots over Siakam. Stewart, no good. For Toronto, they've gone 1 for 3 so far.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Trent right side.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
To the middle. Here's Ivy. And he converts the layup. Ivy's got his second bucket of the night. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position grade.
Not great length, but strong as any, BA. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Here's Barnes. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Barnes has gotten his second bucket of the game. Pass to Ivy. Fires the three. The shot comes out, and it's Toronto taking it the other way. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
Anunoby with it to the paint. Here's Siakam. Yes, it's good.
Wow, he's becoming a more sophisticated scorer. Siakam beats good D with better O.
Cunningham with the ball. Siakam covering. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Outside Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Pistons making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons, Alec Burks.
And Toronto has possession. Here's Trent. Second shot opportunity. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
I'm so impressed with the strength of Gary Trent Jr. Excellent at staying in control of his shot.
Pass to Ivy. Lets the three fly. And Anunoby pulls it down. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And the basket by Van Vliet.
No hesitation from Fred Van Vliet. Assertive off the catch and shoot. Here's Ivy. Bay outside. From deep.
That shot, no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
You know what? That's unfair to the bench to expect them to pick up all of the slack. They need to stay away from slapping and reaching.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And again, the Pistons missing. For Toronto, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And Siakam gets it to go.
The mid-range isn't Siakam's go-to shot, but he can adjust to make it work.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in them.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Here's Trent. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Great open look there.
OG Anunoby has been working on his range, looking confident from that space.
Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Pass to Ivy. Over Van Vliet. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Outside Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Trent, the pass to Barnes. Here's Van Vliet. They get it back. Anunoby for 3. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Now here's Burks. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star. But for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
And he makes a first. And some changes here for the Raptors. Birch, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Achua comes in for Barnes. And it's Porter Jr. in for Anunoby. Bagley's checked in for Detroit. Covington comes in for Bogdanovich.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
A nice shot by Ivy.
And once Ivy gets the steal, it's off to the races. I mean, just terrific in transition.
Outside Porter. Pass to Trent. Van Vliet outside. Now Porter. 5 on the clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2 on Robert Covington. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
That's good from Porter. Well, the Pistons front office has said they want to have quality character veterans to help balance their roster, Smitty.
What they're doing, BA, they're building an identity. You need those veteran players to teach the young guys what it takes to be a pro.
And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, the Pistons taking arguably the 2 best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch.
Now here's Covington. He's averaging almost 5 points a game, and the basket is good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Trent outside. Porter against Bay. Porter, the pass to Trent. Back to Porter. Van Vliet outside. Back to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Van Vliet excels at breaking down defenses with his passing.
The Pistons trailing. Left side Covington.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Bay. Back to Covington. Here's Ivy from behind the arc. Porter pulls it in.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
Trent with it. Cash Assisting on the play was Porter. And now it's a 9-point Toronto lead.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And here's Bagley. He's guarded by Birch. Here's Bay. Porter pulls it in.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
In transition. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Noel's checked in. Toronto has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Van Vliet, the pass to Boucher. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It'll be on Marvin Bagley.
Hard to match up with Boucher inside, especially when he's trying to score.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Here's Ivy. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta. No good there with a step-back J. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Porter, the pass to Birch. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Bay outside. Will it go? Pass to Noel. Outside Burks. The 3-ball. Nails it from 3. Burks has got 5 now.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor. A highly efficient shooter.
And here's Porter. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Here's Birch. Uses the glass on the layup. Birch has gotten his second bucket on the night.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Got it.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
17 seconds left in the first quarter here. Van Vliet outside. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back after this.
Please give a big round of applause.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, they've also had a great deal of second chance points tonight. Great job finding the offensive board and then converting on those extra tries.
Fred Van Vliet out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Boucher in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the 3 because you can't make enough 2s to win. It's tough to defend the 3, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Rebounded by the Pistons. Right side, Bogdanovich. The shot misses, and it's Toronto taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense.
Hey, BA, an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Siakam, right side. Clock at 6. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Noel. The Pistons have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter. The Raptors with a lead. Outside Barnes. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Siakam, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net. That helps.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Detroit calls timeout.
That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
Get a shirt. It's that simple. Let's hear it, fans. Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors youth team.
Checked in for Toronto. Covington's checked in for the Pistons. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Ivy. Now here's Stewart. He's covered by Siakam. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
BA, let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, BA.
Oh, fantastic adjustment on the shot against tight defense.
Here's Van Vliet. Give him 8. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
So it's Toronto now. They're leading by 8. And stolen by Covington. Here's Cunningham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
He's the kind of player every team is looking for. Cunningham understands both how to move the ball and how to create for himself.
The first free throw is good.
Already during his young career, Cade Cunningham has flashed the potential of becoming a generational talent with this all-around game.
You know, with Cunningham, Smitty, his talent caught the attention of future Hall of Famer Kevin Durant.
BA, after they matched up, Durant said he's somebody who can wreck a whole defensive game plan with his size, talent, and skill. That's game recognizing game.
Achua passes to Anunoby, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Much improved footwork, and he's already strong. Anunoby getting it done inside.
Pass to Ivy. Looking to end this cold spell. Rejected by Barnes. There's Cunningham with a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards, and they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch.
It's been so fun to watch the growth of Isaiah Stewart. This is a big man who continues to show impressive strides.
And Stewart has quickly become a valuable player in this team's rotation.
B.A., I like his hustle on both ends of the floor, and he gets after it on the glass. This guy wants to keep getting more minutes and have more responsibility.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Stolen by Anunoby. Right side Barnes. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Got a piece of it. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Cunningham. Outside Covington. 6 to shoot. Back to Cunningham. Launches a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And Toronto calls time here.
Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Anunoby, and it's Trent in for Siakam. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. And Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
He gets it in there.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Cunningham passes to Covington. Back to Cunningham. 3-pointer. Porter pulls it in. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Van Vliet misses.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
The Pistons have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Here's Bay, outside Bagley. Pass to Cunningham. For 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Tonight is proving why Cunningham was the top pick in the draft. K can take over games.
Now Porter fires the 3. And they'll get another chance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Trent against Burks. Over Trent. And again, it's Detroit.
The handles of Burks really set him apart at 6'6". He's got some moves off the bounce.
Trent outside. Pass to Porter. Van Vliet outside. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Van Vliet's got 12 points in the game.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Cunningham. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Showing confidence with the pull-up, Cunningham has the ability to free himself up and the size to rise above the D.
Trent against Burks. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Burge, he's checked in for Achua. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Noel, he's checked in for Covington. Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Cunningham finds Burks. Now Bay. He's guarded by Porter. Right side Bagley. Pass to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Burks. That gives them the lead. 13 points in the game.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Van Vliet against Cunningham. Outside for Porter. Back to Van Vliet. The 3. Rebound Detroit. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Van Vliet against Cunningham. Burks passes to Bay. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Birch. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Raptors.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second. Porter's shot is off. The Pistons leading.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Back to Burks. 4-3. Gets the 3 to fall. Burks has got 16 points.
A unique talent. Cunningham has the size of a wing and the skill of a point.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire. All half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got Sadiq Bey. Alec Burks is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Stewart in at the 5. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college. OG Anunoby matching threes. Just a solid, steady player who continues to improve.
Pass to Bey. Now here's Bogdanovic. And here's Cunningham outside. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Trent, the pass to Van Vliet. Over Cunningham. Here's Siakam. Drops in the layup for 2. Siakam's got 6 points.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Cunningham outside. Burks against Trent. Bey outside. Fires from 14. And it's Bogdanovic that time on the assist from Bey. He's got 7.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Outside Burks. Bogdanovic, that's good. And it's a 9-point Pistons lead.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
And the Raptors call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
They have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double. Whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
Ivy's checked in for the Pistons.
For your Raptors, Lil Bala.
2 minutes into the second half of play now.
Drafted in 2011, Bojan Bogdanovic didn't make his NBA debut until 2014. Decided to stay in Europe to continue to improve his game.
Detroit has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. It's stolen by Barnes. And now the Raptors on the break. Here's Anunoby. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
We've talked about it. Be ready when your number's called. OG Anunoby's very accountable, and he's been very active on the offensive end.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
You know, that's the kind of play that can really start a run. He knows a little momentum can get them back even.
And Boyan with that great career abroad. Entered the NBA at age 25.
I think it was a great move for Bogdanovich. Not everyone is ready at a young age. He worked on his game and his body. Came into the NBA ready to contribute.
Achua's checked in for Toronto.
For your Raptors, Precious Achua.
Cunningham against Van Vliet. To the inside. Achua with the dunk.
The court awareness from Fred. He knows angles so well.
Detroit has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Pass to Bogdanovich. Achua with some nice D. Toronto trailing. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the Raptors, another three.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
Here's Ivy, driving inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on Gary Trent.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Well, Grant Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points. And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Pass to Achua. From down in the low post, it goes. Achua's got 4 points in the quarter.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Van Vliet against Cunningham. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred Van Vliet has earned his spot in the league. The 6th man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
The first one falls. Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard, a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred Van Vliet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Excellent footwork and handles, getting Cunningham right around the defender.
Pass to Trent. Van Vliet against Cunningham. Here's Anunoby. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Anunoby's got 17 points. Detroit has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
And Toronto calls time here. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Boucher comes in for Achua. And it's Porter Jr. in for Trent. And a switch here also for Detroit. Bagley's checked in. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Porter. Siakam with it. That shot missing. Good D by Covington. Detroit has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Ivy. Rebound by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 5 rebounds in the game. Porter, the pass to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Here's the 3. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Cunningham with the ball, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Did that 7-1 wingspan come in handy? Porter, a legit threat to score anytime he gets around the rim.
For the lead. And Ivy pulls it down. The Pistons have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Down low. Here's Bagley. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bagley's got his first 2 points of the night. Toronto's gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Cunningham against Van Vliet. Over Bagley. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
I mean, an excellent ball handler who varies his pace. Van Vliet knows how to create separation.
Here's Ivy. He's got 15 over Anunoby. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Van Vliet, the pass to Porter. Here's Siakam, defended by Bogdanovic. Back to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Talk about Siakam's versatility. Great timing and location on the pass.
And the Pistons call time here.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Raptors Youth Dance Team.
Birch, he's checked in for Siakam. Noel, he's checked in for the Pistons. A minute 53 left in the third. Cunningham against Van Vliet. And he slams it in one-handed.
Nice read by K. Sees an opening before anyone can react.
Van Vliet, the pass to Porter. Outside Anunoby. Back to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. And the Raptors get it back. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. On Robert Covington.
You know, from what I've heard, Chris Boucher has a great attitude about his game. And he's always looking for ways to improve.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Pass to Ivy. And he drives in. And Boucher with the block.
And the timing on the block. Boucher's defense continues to impress.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Toronto on D. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
3 points.
1:03 left in the third quarter. Outside Porter. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Birch. And he banks in the layup. Birch has got 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get into paint and get wet.
Detroit shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Here's Ivy. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Pass to Ivy. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded by Van Vliet. And here's Bogdanovic. Here's Noel. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Ivy's got 9 points here in the second half.
And the hops on Ivy, making him a promising rebounder. We got a taste of it right there.
Van Vliet misses.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Fred Van Vliet has been on display for Toronto. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
All right, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Chris Boucher out there with Barnes. And it's Achua in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
What a shot from Gary, showing he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
And, you know, a close game, you got to find that edge. High-energy plays like that one could make a big difference.
And he comes up with a bucket.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Raptors with a lead. Van Vliet right side. Rebound Detroit. Stewart's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lets it go from deep. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got 5 rebounds tonight. So it's Toronto now. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Raptors, Pascal Siakam.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter from 11 feet away. And there's Van Vliet on the assist from Trent. Van Vliet's got 24 points.
A lot of his shots come from 3, but once in a while, Fred will challenge the defense from the mid-range area.
Bay passes to Bogdanovich. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, looking at the career of Bojan Bogdanovic, he's been so steady.
Yes, he has, B.A. He's really Mr. Consistency. Always averages double figures, always shoots it well from 3. Bojan can play the 3 or the 4, someone you can really rely on as a teammate.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Toronto.
You know, a pretty consistent scorer throughout the course of his career. Bogdanovich, he was just born to get buckets.
Pass to Trent. Van Vliet outside. And here's Barnes, defended by Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
They get it back. He goes up again. And Siakam with the slam.
The motor Pascal has never stops, showing great activity on the glass to keep plays going.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Van Vliet against Cunningham. Van Vliet right side, outside for Porter. Trent outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal
It's going to
foul.
be on Sadiq Bey.
Good work by Gary Trent Jr. to get in tight and draw the foul. He's at his best when he's assertive.
And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going. He's impossible to slow down.
So he gets them both. And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, B.A. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to score if his shot isn't there.
Pass to Ivy. That's tipped. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
It remains Toronto ball.
And Toronto calls time here.
It looks now like he's in a lot of pain. They call timeout, and the trainer's going to have a chance to check him out.
Now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He loves what he's seeing from their perimeter offense. He told the team, quote, keep shooting. It's working for us. Let's bring this home. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Count it. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Detroit has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. They find Stewart. And here's Cunningham outside. His shot won't fall. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Van Vliet, the pass to Porter. He takes it in. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
The ability to beat people off the bounce, something Porter's worked on. And you see it working from him there.
They from long range. And again, the Pistons missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Poke loose. Cunningham with the ball. Van Vliet covering. Pass to Ivy. Shoots over Siakam. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Ivy's got 19 points.
The way they've hit the offensive boards in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading. And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's watched by Cunningham. Van Vliet misses. For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Fires from the wing. They get the rebound. Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Love the activity of Stewart, making himself useful on the offensive glass.
Trent outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Trent. There's the 3. And Bey pulls it down. Bey's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Cunningham. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws.
His first personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Boy, it's been great to watch Sadiq Bey improve as a player. He's pulling in more rebounds, finding more buckets, really making the effort to just do more in general.
First one falls for him. You know, Smitty, Bey's growth has also resulted in him setting some new career highs.
The reason why, B.A., he's taking advantage of those touches he's earning now. When the team asks him to step up, he's ready. A willingness to learn and work hard will serve him well in this league.
Van Vliet on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. And again, no good by Toronto. The Pistons have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. And here's Ivy from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam with it, guarded by Stewart. Pass to Van Vliet. Trent outside. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Trent's got 8 here in this quarter.
What a tough finish with all that contact. When Gary's doing damage inside, it's scary.
That one falls.
The pressure doesn't get to Bojan Bogdanovic. That's a huge bucket for this team.
Toronto calls timeout.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be...
Now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Barnes passes to Trent. Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Stewart.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Cunningham's got 34 points.
The guy has ice in his veins. I love watching Cade step up in a big way.
Now here's Anunoby. Back to Trent.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Over Ivy. And the basket by Trent. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Gary Trent Jr., he will remember this moment, and so will we.
Pass to Stewart. Cunningham up top. Outside for Bay. Cunningham outside. To tie it up. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Here's Siakam. Blocked.
Size and length. Stewart has all the tools to knock that shot away.
Here's Van Vliet.
Length and quickness. Those are the tools Cade Cunningham uses on the defensive end.
He shoots. Again, the Pistons score.
My, oh my. Talk about a guy who lives for these moments.
And stolen by Cunningham to take the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Cunningham's got 38 points. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Here's Siakam. Money.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time clutch.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Pass to Ivy. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
Ivy taking 2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
And just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Up top, Siakam. Stewart defends. And it's good.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Pass to Ivy. The 3 is up. And connects from downtown.
You have to love Ivy's energy. Playing his heart out right up until the very end. And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
You know what? They're focused right now. Every possession has to yield points.
He connects! And tie game! Huge basket right there. Now Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Now Bogdanovic. He's guarded by Barnes. Anunoby against Bay. 6 on the shot clock. Yes!
Wonderful concentration by Cunningham, taking the contact and using his strength to finish the play.
And Toronto calls time here. Siakam outside. And an Obi for three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So it's a narrow victory for the Pistons, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you later.